I think that feels like a nice package there.
Yeah.
Wow, look at those phones lined up. It's Felger and Mazz on 98.5, the Sports Hub.
When you struggle at home, you're going to hear it from the fans. There's no doubt about that, especially in Boston. We heard some boos over the weekend when a couple of rallies sputtered out on the field. Are you concerned that this could turn and the fans could get pretty angry about the way things are going?
Well, I mean, they have every right to be angry. The way things have gone, we're not performing. That goes with the territory. So, yeah, you're always concerned about fan sentiment and people being angry and upset. That's all rooted in the passion that we have for this baseball team. That's baseball in New England. It goes with the territory. It's what you sign up for. I've been a part of it for 25 years, and we welcome it, but we certainly hope that we start performing up to the expectations that I think this whole region has for this baseball team, and things will start to get better. But we certainly understand when there's anger, when the team performance isn't there. That's appropriate.
And this could go in one of two ways. It could hang in there and just sort of, give you the illusion of contention and just keep the Wolves at bay to a degree, or it could get, again, real ugly.
It was a good win last night.
Bags on your head, chanting, sell the team, planes flying over the stadium, sell the team. Which way are we going to go? You thought that was a good win last night?
Yeah, one. I mean, again, it's not about one win, but overall it was a good win. Your point about, it's really about the big picture with them. This is the reality when you suck. No singular game means anything. The only way it changes is if you get above water. So, I thought Gray pitched well. They used the bullpen like it was lined up out of spring training, which we haven't seen really all year because they've sucked so bad. So it was Slayton in the 7th, Whitlock in the 8th, Chapman in the 9th. They got a pinch hit home run out of Rafaela to break a 1-1 tie.
A horrible pitch that guy threw.
Brutal.
1-2, 2 outs. He's got this killer sweeper, and he throws a fastball right down the Schmenzel.
Yeah.
You didn't think Chapman...
To a team that can't hit home runs.
You didn't think Chapman was kind of shakes the clown there a little bit?
Yeah, he was a little bit, but they won it. That's my only point. They won the game.
I was hoping they'd blow it.
Obviously. Yeah. Fake win?
Not fake, but not impressive.
I thought Gray was good last night. As much as I've dumped on Sonny Gray, I'm just not a huge fan. But he was good in that game last night. He pitched well. But the thing that I'm intrigued by with Sam Kennedy and his comments, I'm not sure they fully understand the depth of their sucking. You see what I'm getting at?
It's important to understand how bad you suck.
Yes, either that or they're just, blowing bullcrap, which is, quite entirely possible that they're just, trying to blow hot air up of people's skirts. So, but to me, what evidence is there to suggest that all of a sudden this team's going to hit? With who? Who's he talking about? Jarren Duran and his buck 94? Or a Trevor Story and his, 5 strikeouts for every walk? What's he talking about? What's going to change? Rafaela's fine if he's your number 8 hitter. And he's a good defensive player, but he's not going to save your season. And neither is the kid at third base. That's not going to happen. Marcelo Meyer's not saving your season either.
He couldn't be talking about Caleb Durbin, who's currently, let's see here, 178 out of 179 qualifying players in OPS, 177 out of 179 in slugging, and 176 out of 183 in on-base percentage. That's not who he was talking about?
Pretty bad.
And I'll just reiterate, the Harrison kid that you traded us for Caleb Durbin, 5 scoreless today. Probably going to pick up the win if the Brewers hang on, but 5 scoreless today, 2.09 ERA, making every turn in the rotation. Now, pitching hasn't really been your big problem, but
better to have him.
Could you have traded someone else and hung on to a kid who's now in the major leagues with a 2.09 ERA?
Exactly. How about get rid of Bayo?
So, what can I tell you?
Yes. I mean, to me, this is ultimately what the issue is. They can't evaluate anymore. They can't. How many people have they gotten wrong in the last 5 years in terms of evaluating players? They've gotten a crap ton of these guys wrong, holding on to people too long because they think there's actually some talent there, which tells me that they don't get it. They're just not making the right read on any of these guys.
Okay, back to your phones here on everything as promised. Longest order of wait is Rajiv in California. Go ahead, Rajiv, on the schedule.
Hey, guys. Yeah, as you said, scarcity is what made the NFL product watchable and wanting to watch, right? There's something about absence makes the heart grow fonder. You're spreading out too many games, and that's if you're able to watch it. I'm on the West Coast where a lot of times I can't see the Pats games unless I pay to, one of those other channels that I'm going to stream it on. So that's that. And actually, there's a scientific reason why everybody's now turning to clips, and that's because they call it the TikTokification of the brain. Because of all these short clips, now the younger generation can't concentrate on just one game or one item without getting all fidgety.
Believe me.
And so that short attention span is rewiring the human brain, and that's why you're seeing these short clips, unfortunately.
That's why people are getting stupider by the minute.
Definitely.
It's a huge issue.
There's no context and depth to anything.
Sports and society, a huge issue. If you can believe it, we're getting dumber by the minute. It's hard to do. But the first thing that he said about, what was the first thing that he said before he got to that? Oh, God, I just can't.
The scarcity of the NFL game.
Scarcity. Thank you.
Yeah.
I wrote it down. And then I still lost my, maybe I'm not on TikTok, but I suffer from the same thing. Supply and demand was like such a key part of the NFL experience. Simply as that, the demand for games because of the limited supply created this thing, this anticipation during the week. And it's just a huge part of their model. Again, Fred was talking about it this morning. You were listening to it. It just, you wanted to follow up on it, but it's so true. Like that piece to the NFL experience is going away.
Yeah, and to me, it's not entirely about the volume either. I mean, it is, what they had. It's also about when they deliver it. To get the NFL, you had to just basically watch Sunday and Monday. And even then, Monday was the one game, but it was usually a good game. But you could watch the whole league in a 24-hour period. It required relatively little investment in terms of time, and you got the whole thing. Now they've made it harder for you.
Here's Mike and Webster with the Red Sox talk. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Tony, I'm glad you're coming around on Sonny Gray a little bit. You've really tore him up. He's probably been the best pitcher so far this year. But one other comment I'd like to make. Do you ever notice that Meyer and Story, whenever they backhand the ball, they take 2 or 3 steps like Jeter used to do. They jump up in the air, and then they throw it. You have no accuracy and no speed on the ball.
Mazz, you want to weigh in on that?
Okay, so Story, I noticed.
He had a bad error doing this a couple days ago.
He's been doing it the whole time he's been here. This is how he throws, and I hate it. But I will say that, there are guys who throw in what you would not call fundamentally sound ways that are still accurate. And Story just doesn't have anything left in his arm. With Meyer, I haven't seen a crap ton of throwing errors. I mean, so you want to tell me that you don't like it because you're supposed to plant your feet? Well, you are, except you aren't 6'2", 210 pounds, and incredibly gifted. So if he wants to throw it this way, as long as he gets it there and it's accurate, who cares?
More your calls at 617-779-0985 after these words.
Felger and Mazz continue on the Sports Hub.
With Craig Breslow here last night, we talked about the belief in the group. Quarter way through the season, we know it's not gone the way you want. 7-13 at home, last place overall, but you still have the faith in this group to turn it around, don't you?
Yeah, it was our belief when we came into spring training, all throughout the offseason, that we had a team that went to the postseason last year. We want to take that next step forward. We think this group can do it. So there's a lot of confidence and belief. But now we need to start to do it. We're, I think, 3 games back of a wild card. Seems crazy to be thinking about it in those terms. But with 120 games left to go, it is a long, long season. But we got to start hitting the baseball, and I think we will.
A lot of belief in the operation or a lot of belief in the team? Please stop. That's a lie. How could you possibly have a lot of faith in this team based on what we've seen? The lineup is impotent. They got nothing. And the worst part of it now is they're hurt. So, Roman Anthony's out. Not that he played well when he was in there, but at least there's the threat with Roman Anthony that he's going to hit. Because we all know he's better than what his numbers are. We don't know how great he's going to be or not great, but we know that he should be able to hit better than this. So, but like Jaron Duran, this might stay this way all year until, you can either move him or, You might see, I wouldn't shock me if he ends up hitting 210 or something like that. And Trevor Story, please, easiest out in baseball. The guy who gave up the home run to him last night should be ashamed of himself.
I said ridiculous. Well, no, that was the Rafaela one, but Story as well, the easiest guy to pitch to going, as you said.
Similar thing. Like, just don't throw him a fastball in the middle of the plate. All you got to do, fastballs up or in, either way, and off speed away. That's it. You'll get him out just about every time. In fact, there's probably a 50% chance that you strike him out. It's a layup. It's the easiest thing going. It's so easy. You give up a home run to him on a mistake pitch like that, you're a loser.
Back to your phones. Joe in Westford, how do you feel about the dilution of the NFL product?
Well, the league's already oversaturated. They did that before they started the Friday games after Thanksgiving. If you remember a couple of years ago, Al Michaels did a bunch of broadcasts on Thursday night in a row where they couldn't score a touchdown. He was whining and moaning about that. The product is not just oversaturated, it's getting diluted. I don't want to watch a primetime game between two scrub teams. I got better things to do with my time. I'm a huge NFL fan.
So that's an issue that they run into as well. You can't predict who's going to be good by the end of the year, and it's those exclusive games sometimes become complete wastoids.
Yeah.
Just no point in watching this one.
But they can flex the Sunday and Monday night games now, though. Sorry to cut you off.
No, so that helps out a little bit.
It does help.
But
there's always going to be duds. It's just going to happen. That's the nature of the league.
Yeah, and I will say I'm one of these people that I like that Sunday afternoon on the couch, particularly at 1 o'clock. Like, there's something about, I don't know, the routine of placing your bets on your phone, looking who's in the lineups, sitting down at 1 o'clock. Here you go, ready to go. Like, then as the day goes, you kind of get tired, you wear out a little bit. But so 1 o'clock, I'm ready to go.
Do you just mention a fantasy thing there?
Betting is.
Yeah, the betting is what I said.
I thought you said set your lineups.
Oh, did I say that?
No, I'm sorry.
No. I meant see who's inactive is what I meant.
Okay.
Like, because the inactives usually come out at 11:30, right?
So I'm just saying that to ask for the fantasy player is the spreading out of the games, and I don't want to, please. And yes, I'm a dick. Okay, I'm a bad person, but I don't want to hear from you. Please.
I would say it's
Can
worse.
someone just tell me here, if for the fantasy player, is it better to have all those games on Sunday or spread out?
I say worse. And the reason I say worse is because if you have a guy who's questionable and you're not going to find out until game time, if everyone's playing early, you'll get all your answers by 1 o'clock, by 11:30 on Sunday.
Okay.
So you can decide, well, I can't play that guy, so I got to pick someone else, and he's playing so-and-so, and I can do that right away. If you have a key guy who is Sunday night or Monday night, I would say,
You're not answering. I don't understand what you're talking about. Is it better? Do fantasy players want all the games at once on Sunday, or do they like it spread out during the week? Can you give me one?
We're going to have to take calls. I don't play fantasy. I don't think Mazz does either.
Yeah, I mean, I do a little bit still, but
I'm not taking fantasy calls.
No, I would tell you that the better thing is to have all the games.
I'd rather jump off. I'd rather stick my head into an oven.
The better thing is to have all the games at once. For the fantasy player, the best thing is to have all the games at once.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Back to your calls on everything.
Because you can monitor injuries better is what I'm getting at.
Other than that, here's Mike in the car. You want LeBron James on the Celtics?
All right. Give me 1 minute. Mike, Jim, Tony. All right. So I listen to the show every day. I'm going to give you the reasons why you want LeBron for your show and your interests. One, you want dunks. LeBron just led the league in dunks at 41 years old. You want to not tie down for a really long time with your money. He's going to retire so they can reset, get under the luxury tax, whatever, in a year or two. And third, you guys don't like Joe Mazzulla because you don't think he's going to change. When's the last time LeBron was with a coach and then it didn't change and LeBron didn't send him packing out of town? So if you want to see Joe Mazzulla have to change, bring in LeBron James. Thanks, guys.
We want LeBron James because he'd run Mazzulla out of town?
LeBron would have Mazzulla fired by game 28.
So I know you're half joking, but for talk show purposes, you don't need to tell me what LeBron James in a Celtics uniform with Brown and Tatum would be.
He'd be great.
Box office.
Great.
As a talk show host, give it to me every day of the week. Yes, of course. Yes. You don't need to explain that to me. It doesn't make basketball sense. Does it make luxury tax sense, Stu? Do you think he would sign for that mid-level that they have?
He might. He might if he thinks he can win a championship here. I know there's talk in Cleveland that he might sign a mid-level there and go back home for his last year. So, I think the mid-level would be in play for LeBron here in Boston.
I mean, I'd say definitely he doesn't need the money.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he doesn't want
I'm just
the money.
asking.
It's always about the money, Mazz.
I'm facilitating, Murray. What are you laughing at?
Now, again, so again, a guy who's been a diva his whole career, the king. He wants to be known as the king. Divas, as we look, like Whitney. Did Whitney Houston become more compliant as she got older? How about Mariah Carey? So LeBron's got to come here for short money to play third fiddle. I would need this to happen now.
So you're
just to see how wrong you're all going to be.
Once a diva, always a diva.
Yeah.
Don't you think Adele's gotten cooler?
Adele's never been really a diva.
She was a huge diva.
Oh, she's a big fat party Brit.
British diva.
No, I'm talking like.
And you like her. She's cool now, right?
Oh, I've always liked Adele.
Okay, but she was a diva.
Not to the extent of who I'm talking about.
And now she's accepting Vegas residencies and is kind of good. You like her. Cheeky.
Yeah, I saw her. I paid out the ass to go see her. It was great.
I'm trying to give you an example of a diva that came back to earth.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, still, you think she's not getting room service all the time, being a big pain in the ass? I wanted cherries on that Sunday is what I wanted. Like, please, these people don't change. LeBron's going to come to Boston, a place he doesn't even like in the first place, and he's not going to act like an a-hole? Are you kidding me?
But here's the thing that I would say about LeBron is that if he does fire Mazzulla, who would be the coach of the Celtics?
That's a great question.
No shot.
I could see a scenario where it's J.J. Redick.
He's had a good run in L.A.,
I disagree with you on that.
Tom and Quincy on the Sox. Hi, Tommy.
Great.
How you guys doing? We're doing good there. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, I always love to hear a good Sam Kennedy soundbite because he has so much to say. I get confused why they even let him or Breslow talk at all, because when he sits there and tries to tell the fans or whoever he's speaking to, Tom Caron or whoever, that this thing can be turned around and they're very optimistic and they have faith in this plan and this and that. What has happened so far this season offensively that you can look at any single person on this team and say he's going to turn it around? Half the lineup is batting like 180. So when you have guys like Durbin at 170 and you have Story at 180 and you have this guy at 1 this and this guy at 1 that, at what point is the roster currently constituted gives you any effing hope at all that they can spin this and make any kind of gain, any kind of traction in the division? They are done. It's all over unless you move people. And the problem is I don't think anyone in Major League Baseball wants any of the guys that the Red Sox have.
So Tom is the voice of reason right there.
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good grasp on it. I was just punching up the batting averages, A, to get a chuckle, and B, to see if he was right. Caleb Durbin, 165. Jared Duran, 184. Connor Falefa, 205. Narvaez, 210. Story 211.
Thank you.
Roman Anthony, 229. Meyer, 234. Monasterio, 241. Connor Wong, 245. That's actually above average now in Major League Baseball. Most of the guys on this team suck.
Paul and Quincy, your thoughts on the NFL schedule?
Yeah, hi. Network.
Paul, you have to drive to a different, or just go to a different area. I put you on hold. I didn't hang up on you, see if you can get to a better area. Your connection not very good there. Joe in North Carolina. Hi, Joe.
Hey, guys. Love the show. Brings a little piece of home to North Carolina. I think you're wrong about the NFL watering it down. I agree Wednesday nights before Thanksgiving, stuff like that. Yeah, not my favorite thing. I don't care about the schedule. But, I'm in Raleigh. I've got a lot of people from all my friends are from all around the country. Having a Thursday night game to look forward to, a Sunday afternoon game, a Monday night game, kind of allows all of us to connect and see different games at different times. So I'm just kind of trying to throw it in from a different point of view. I like the diversity of games, and it gives just a lot of people an opportunity to see their teams, and that's
okay.
That's
Well, Joe,
take.
let me tell you, I think the numbers would say more people feel like you. I mean, this hasn't hurt the NFL yet.
Not yet, no.
The numbers that they get on these games, these standalone games, are good. They're getting huge interest from streaming services that are paying for them. Most of the fans consume them. And so, we're sort of peeing into the wind. The league is right to do it because it's good business. I just wonder if it's going to catch up at some point. It's sort of just a slow trickle, or it's just a sort of a macro, big picture thing where just, you're going to wake up one day and just not have that passion for watching the game like you used to, and you're going to wonder why. And then you're going to maybe realize that it's because it's on every damn night. And I don't watch anything every damn night. But to this point, there's more people that feel like Joe than us. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, so I agree that we've not quite hit the tipping point yet. But do you believe that there is a tipping point?
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
I believe there is.
So do I. I think there's a tipping point with just about everything. And so my question is, are we getting there? Like, or are we about to hit it? I think, because up to now I would agree. But to me, it's the Wednesday, Friday thing that's going to change it. The Thursday night game, I've actually come to, by the time I get to Thursday, I'm ready for it.
And the slate has actually been good in the last few years on Thursday nights, too.
The games have improved.
Yeah.
I don't know if the players have gotten used to it or...
Just better matchups.
Everyone's gotten used to it. It's not just that. I think the quality of game. Like, remember the quality of game used to be just wretched?
Oh, yeah. 10-7, 17-13. Yeah.
Also the broadcast. Remember when the NFL Network did it with...
Oh, it was awful.
Bryant Gumbel? And
Awful. It was awful.
It was second rate. I think the whole thing has come up and is now accepted. Is that going to happen with Wednesday nights? Or that's sort of the question. We continue with your calls, 617-779-0985, and 5 questions that have nothing to do with sports after the update.
Whee! Goalie fight.
Felger.
Whee! Look at the goalie fight.
Whoa!
Mazz.
Oh, my God.
Murray.
He sucks in the playoffs.
That's great. No.
98.5.
Wonderful. Good.
The Sports Hub.
I got 5 questions.
Yeah, it ain't sponsored, so...
have nothing to do with sports. I have 5 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We don't even... I think that one's got a sponsor in it,
5
Jimmy.
questions that have nothing to do with sports with Felger and Mazz.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 questions that have nothing to do with sports. Brought to you by Bridgewater.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That's my fault. I was talking with clients in the hallway.
All right, either way. Let's get to question number 1. 5 questions have nothing to do with sports. Question number 1. Which is a better conduit for butter? A, popcorn. B, a baked potato. C, an English muffin. Or D, corn on the cob.
They're all home runs. I love them all. But I'm going to go English muffin. I think it has the right... it's hard enough that you can really... It doesn't have to be fully melted butter. English muffin.
What were the first 2 again?
Popcorn or a baked potato?
Okay, so I went English muffin also number 1. It's perfect. First of all, it's got little nooks and crannies, as
yes,
we know.
That's right. Good.
And also, because it's on the softer side, whether you toast it or not, it can actually absorb some of the butter. Number 2, by the way, is the corn on the cob. Underrated.
It's not. It's amazing.
Underrated. Tremendous. But the right answer is English muffin.
English muffin is number 1 because it can really become like a sponge for the butter.
It can.
It's just perfect.
Of the 4, I mean, they're all good, but the most useless of the 4 to me is the baked potato because the baked potato needs the sour cream, the chives, the crispy bacon to really make it complete.
It is 4th.
Next, question number 2. What is either the worst thing you've ever been pulled over for or the worst accident you've ever been involved in?
Okay, I didn't really get pulled over, but the thing that annoyed me the most is I got a call from the police department once saying we've gotten a report of you driving around in your pickup truck with your dog in back. Which is true. When I lived in Wellesley and my daughter went to the little elementary school like 4 blocks from my house, my dog's greatest joy was jumping in the back of the pickup truck and going with us to drop off 4 blocks away. And some nana, busybody, thank you, called the cops on me. And I had to get a call from the cops about my golden retriever in the back of, I say pickup truck. It's like I'm driving like some sort of my Gladiator. But my pickup truck. It was a dog's greatest joy in life was doing that 4 blocks in the back of the truck and now no mas.
Someone took it away from the dog.
Yep.
Was that Sally?
I hope you're happy. It was Captain who really enjoyed it.
I totaled I had a Chevy Equinox for a little while that I totaled on 128 with my son in the passenger seat. That one scared the hell out of me. It completely altered what cars I would drive and that sort of thing. Not that there was anything wrong with the Equinox. It handled it well. But I wasn't paying attention. It was stop and go. I turned around to throw something away, looked up and traffic had stopped, and I couldn't stop in time.
I got too many to name, so I'll get to number 3. What can a person learn in 10 minutes that will be useful for life?
How to shake someone's hand.
Oh, that's a good one.
In 10 minutes, in like 1 minute.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Firm and look him in the eye. Or her in the eye. Firm and look in the eye. Firm, look him in the eye. There's your lesson. Believe me, it'll go far because all the limp schmenzer handshakes you get now with the kid looking down, is enough to make you, again, question the future of society.
That's a good one, actually. It's probably a little more than 10 minutes, but I went with changing a tire.
That's what I would say.
Changing a tire is not very difficult. It doesn't take all that much time. You just have to, know what the steps are. So I put changing a tire, because otherwise you end up waiting for AAA or something, which the service they provide you is tremendous. You call, they come. But sometimes you got to wait a couple of hours. It's a tow. Just change a tire yourself. You'll be out of there in a half hour.
4, if you have a 3-day weekend, better to have the Friday off or the Monday off.
I've gone Monday. Sunday, fun day. I prefer that Sunday. Friday, everyone's out. Sunday, that's a Monday. Give me the Monday off.
Monday in a landslide, it's not even close. Friday's agenda-free. It's a piece of cake. Monday's a pain in the ass.
And Monday in a landslide. Sunday's a good drinking day. Finally, if there was a scale of tastiness, what food would have the largest extremes between its fresh version and its leftovers version? For in other words, like French fries. Like that's a French, like
salad.
Salad?
Salad. Fresh salad is something.
Yeah.
After it's been in the fridge, especially if there's dressing on it, it's unplayable.
Salad's number one on my list, too. But there's also a second part of this question, is there not?
Well, no, the least extreme is pizza. Pizza's good, cold, hot, whatever. I think
the same.
Chinese food too.
Oh yeah, the best.
Like cold rice.
I'm sorry I'm rushing you. I have to go.
No, I understand.
I have to go. Tulane graduation. I got to catch a flight. I'm out.
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
Okay, bye guys.
Good luck.
Meanwhile, I'm going to answer the second part of that question. You know what's good? That's kind of underrated, at least if you ask me. A cold meatball.
Oh, a cold meatball's not bad.
A cold meatball keeps its, it doesn't disintegrate.
Yeah,
right?
keeps its firmness.
Right, it stays firm. And you can eat it cold. I mean, you can also pop it in the microwave if you want. But it really doesn't taste any different if you refrigerate it or eat it, as it was immediately made. I mean, they're better hot. But a cold meatball is still pretty good. You should try it.
So concludes 5 questions. Again, still looking for a sponsor. So hit up our sales force if you want to sponsor 5 questions. Have nothing to do with sports. Here on Felger and Mazz.
Sean and Lawrence. Go, Sean.
You keep saying, I didn't actually watch the game, whether it's Patriots, Celtics, Bruins, whatever. Isn't your job as a talk show host to actually watch sports?
So I would say my job is to get you to listen.
That is the job.
Mission accomplished.
Take this job and shove. Felger and Mazz. 98.5, the Sports Hub.
When is enough? When have they made enough money? And at what point do they kill the golden goose? And I just don't think fans are fans here are not happy about all these games going abroad. And it's just a matter of time before it puts the Super Bowl in London. I don't know if Goodell will still be the commissioner at that point, but I definitely see that coming.
People watch football on Sundays. This is how the NFL has gotten popular. Is it possible, Gary, that by diluting Sundays in particular, the NFL is in danger of losing audience in the long run?
Yeah, I think that, as you're saying that, I think the most unhappiest person by the dilution of the Sunday package is probably Scott Hansen, who does the NFL Red Zone.
It's just going to be one game. Yeah. He's just going to be calling play-by-play of a Tennessee-Arizona game.
Yeah, I mean, at some point he's going to have 2 games in the 1 o'clock window and then 2 games in the 4 o'clock window, and that'll be it. I think they have to be really careful here,
It's longtime NFL reporter, writer Gary Myers this morning with Fred Tutcher on Tutcher and Hardy, talking about the NFL schedule, how it has changed in recent years. This resonated with me. Jim Murray, this is where we began the show today on Felger and Mazz. In case you're just joining, Mike was here, had to run off. His daughter is graduating from college this weekend, so congratulations to Emma. I'll just say that ahead of time.
Absolutely.
But just to continue with the conversation, the discussion Fred had with Gary Myers this morning, Murray, resonated with me. Like I was listening to it going, this is reaching a breaking point for me. It's getting close. Because, and I admit, I am partially influenced by the idea that NFL owners right now are trying to opt out of their bargaining agreement, or their agreement, I shouldn't say their bargaining agreement, their agreement with the networks to get out of their broadcast deals so that they can sell more of their inventory to the streaming services.
And it's 2 years early, right? That they're trying to get?
I think it's more than that, Murray. I don't think it's up until 2031.
Oh, wow, okay.
So I think they're still 5 years out. And the NFL is such a force that they can get away from it, or get away with it, rather. But this is the reason that, for example, Rupert Murdoch went to Donald Trump and said, you got to do something about this. We negotiated a deal that still has 5 years remaining. The owners are now trying to put pressure on us and get out of it because they want to sell the games to the streaming services so they can make more money, and people like me are going to get screwed over, meaning Rupert Murdoch. And so I find this thing to be, for a collection of owners that gets agitated when players hold out or hold in to get more money. Now they're doing the same thing to the networks. To me, it's like, you've got to be kidding. You're not making enough. When is it enough? And most fans don't care about that part of it because they just love the game so much. I get that. But I will also tell you in the same breath that when I look at it and I hear about NFL games we already have games on Thursday, Sunday, Monday. Okay, those are standard now. They're part of the operation. You get them on Saturdays when college football ends. Now they want to go to Wednesday and Friday as well, on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, Friday, Black Friday, and other Friday night games. So you add it all up, football is going to be on just about every night of the week. I don't like that.
Yeah, and look, it's my favorite sport. I'm with you, too, but remember, this happened because of some COVID issues during COVID. We ended up getting a Wednesday night game. I think it was Steelers-Ravens. And I remember feeling like it just feels like too much when there was still a Thursday night game to happen. And then you have Sunday, and then Sunday night, and Monday night. It's just, by the time you get to, I made the ham-handed joke earlier, the lyric of the song for Sunday Night Football for going on 15, 20 years now is waiting all day for Sunday night. In recent years, by the time I get to Sunday night and that song's playing, I'm like, I'm not waiting for this anymore. I don't know if I even want to watch this. Like, it's too much. And, like, I'll be into it Thanksgiving week because that'll be unique. I like the thought of the Wednesday night game, Thanksgiving Eve, and obviously you have the slate on Thanksgiving Day. That Friday thing I have not liked since they've implemented it. The Black Friday game. Black Friday, at least being around here, for me, that's the day to watch the Bruins at home against probably the Detroit Red Wings. That's what I want to have my focus on, not another NFL game. And then we still got to go through the Sunday slate, Sunday night and Monday night. It's too spread out. I know we're going to get the 18 weeks, too, but some of these weeks, it's too much.
So when you add all that up, the 18 weeks on top of it, and look, I love football as much as anybody else. And if and when they do it, and it's more when than if, I'll probably be there watching the games just like everybody else. But I will say, I do get tired of watching football every day.
Is your enthusiasm going to be the same?
No.
Of course not.
No, it's already not the same. And I would just tell you that when you start on, by the time you get to the Monday night game, Murray, you and I were talking about this off the air, that you've already watched a bunch of games on Sunday and Sunday night. You get to the Monday night game. If the Monday night game is mediocre, do you have any interest in it?
Nope.
Okay,
no.
And I used to.
Same.
I used to. Now I don't.
I mean, I'll have gambling interest in it, but I'm mostly paying attention half-heartedly through my phone if it's not a marquee matchup and it's two around 500 or sub-500 teams. If I've made some prop bets, I'll just kind of follow to see if those guys are close, but I'm not watching that game with full intent.
So one of the things I always loved, and Fred touched on this, Fred Toucher this morning, that to me, it was the perfect product for sports. Because as a fan, years ago, and I said this earlier in the show today, Felger made the comment when we were talking about all the problems with baseball, specifically as it related to the time of game and that sort of thing, that baseball was asking a great deal of its fans. And that's how Mike phrased it at the time. Boy, the sport really does ask a lot of you. And I feel like one of the beauties of football was that it didn't ask that much of you. You could watch the whole league pretty much in one day. You just sat on your couch on Sunday. You could watch your team, get updates on all the other games, at least track them on the scoreboard and on your phone or what have you. You could do that, watch the same with the 4 o'clock games, watch the Sunday night game if you wanted, and then decide what you wanted to do on Monday, depending on the importance of the game. But between that, watching Chris Berman and, what did they used to call that? Primetime,
NFL primetime.
On Sunday night.
Which was great.
And you could capture the whole league in one day. So that's all the league asked of you. That was it. And to me, that was perfect. You could know just about everything that was going on with every team and every key play in every game just by watching on Sunday. That was it. Now it's Thursday, maybe Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday in certain weeks. To me, it's too much. I can't do it. And I'm not one of those people that can sit there and watch games every night. People say, how many times have people asked you got to watch every game? You must get that question.
Yeah. No, it's next to impossible.
Okay, they're talking about all the sports, but the point is you can't. And even if you could, you wouldn't want to because
your brain would be mush.
Right, it would fry. Your brain would absolutely fry. So I feel the same way about the NFL, and that I just think they have a good thing. They have me, or they had me on just Sundays. And I could commit the whole day to football pretty much, know the whole league, and that was it. Now they want to give me all these other nights too. And Fred and Gary Myers made an interesting point too, that with these streaming services, in order to get the most money out of them, they've got to give them good games. You can't give Netflix and Amazon and whoever else some suck product and expect to get top dollar for it in streaming because they want to increase their program.
You can't say to Amazon, you have the NFC South exclusivity rights. Like, get lost. We don't want this. You have to give them good games.
Right. And so, meanwhile, Amazon wants a good game on Thursday night. ESPN wants a good game on Monday night. NBC wants a good game on Sunday night. So that's 3 of the good games out the door right away. The 4 o'clock window is the best window on Sunday. So you're going to get good games at 4 o'clock. So what does that leave for 1? So at 1 o'clock, you're going to get a suck product every week because the games are all spread out. There's going to be some suck game on, and I can tell you right now that if it's up to me and that's how it goes, that's going to be the one I skip. I can't watch it all. And I think football fans are a lot like, it's one of the rare occasions where football fans are like us because we do it for a living. We try to watch as many games as we can. Football fans love football.
Absolutely.
So they'll try to watch as many games as they can. But if you're going to put them in front of the TV for that length of time, from Thursday through Monday, and heaven forbid starting on Wednesday through Monday, I can't do it. I can't do it with anything, let alone football. I just think it's way too much. So anyway, that's where we began the show today. Just talking about really everything and anything as it pertains to the NFL schedule. In my particular case, it becomes about the volume of games, how they're going to spread them out. And I didn't even get to the whole thing with Europe and 18 games and regular season games overseas, which already happened. But the idea of a Super Bowl and maybe even a division, a full division being based in Europe, to me is asinine. Like, it's just going too far. It's bastardizing what the NFL was, at least to me, watching it when I grew up. So, Murray will get you caught up on headlines. We'll continue with this conversation, dribs and drabs of what faces the Patriots here in the early part of the season. I know Murray in particular has strong feelings about the start of the schedule. And that was before we learned what the 4th game of the season was going to be this year. All of that coming up in the final hour of Felger and Mazz. Here's Murray with your headlines.